what in the world, that thing just came tumbling down with the guy in it, poor man. Okay, I have been staring to this thing for way too long now. I should really stop. Oh, the doorbell, I really wonder who it is. Let's find out. Hey there, how may I help? Oh my, this is it. This is the end. What in the world has happened to me? I get knocked out walking on the sidewalk, and all of a sudden I am here. What even is this place? Where am I? An air vent? What air vent? Oh wait, there is an air vent, alright. I guess that solves the question, but the question that remains unanswered is, where am I? And what even happened? It is like one of those movies where they just start off without giving you any information about the story or where it takes place. It really feels like that. Only thing is that you are the viewers, and this time I am the one who has to figure where he is. This is starting off as not a fun trip, I can tell you that much. What, how am I going to drive there? Oh, I see. The convenient mail truck. I see what you did there. Very convenient for sure. So alright, my head does not go over the steering wheel, but that is not important right now. The important thing is, what in the world has happened to me? And why is this happening to me? So many questions but only so little answers. Okay, I may not be the best driver, and this is clearly showing right now. Oh no, we are crashing. Please do not let this hurt as much as I think it will. Well, alright, that did not hurt as much as I had thought. But now I am swimming in some sort of nuclear waste, or it is just a natural color of the sewage water, which in that case is just plain gross if you ask me. Wait, do not touch the fish. So I guess I should try and jump over them then. So where is this going? I guess the end of the sewage pipe, that is for sure. But where is that? And why is this the only way out of that cell, or whatever it was? Alright, so climbing to the top. An unstable bridge sign, that does not sound too good in my dictionary, but hey, we got over it. Now let's climb this conveniently placed pole and get out of here. But again, what could this be? I mean, I have my speculations over who it might be. Since the last couple of days a lot of weird things have started to happen in Roblox. I noticed an incline of new players, the so-called noobs. There have been a lot of them around town these days, and I do not surely know why, but who knows? Maybe they basically flooded out the more experienced played and exchanged us for more noobs. You know, to create more space in the Roblox towns. It is a harsh reality, but it is definitely a possibility. So basically, whoever is in charge of this will have to pay for what he or she has done. But I will need to do some more research on that person, since I am not sure if it actually are the noobs who took over. But if they did, it was a foolish decision of them. I bet most of you know the saying, quality over quantity. Well, they might find their strength in numbers, but with our combined knowledge and skill, we will just wipe the floor with them. Oh, watch out, sub. Rolling boulder on 12 o'clock. Alright, that was an anticlimax. Now wait. And now we go. Ouch, that actually still hurt. That is one heart massive boulder right there. But before another one gets thrown up on us. Wow, alright, that was close. But yet again, we have to get a move on, especially if we do not want to get hit again. Alright, that was an easy hop over that boulder, and on we go, to find out more about this. Wait, what is happening? Oh right, we turned into a little cinematic. How nice. They actually made this pretty okay, but it looks like there is our nemesis, the infamous King Noob. He might be a king, but he is still a noob, so you know, that basically makes him less than me whatsoever. So this will be easy. But first we need to move along. At least that is what the big objective text in the corner of my eye says. But alright, so we have to find some sort of secret exit, which I guess is going to be a tough task, since the exits are secret. As simple as that. But it seems that I have been proven wrong, since the secret exit is basically highlighted by this oddly placed blue painted arrow. But alright, I will take it for what it is. And now Hulk mode sub. This wall is no match for me. Send me your next victim. Oh wait, that is not what this is for, right? Let's move on then, shall we? So the elevator shaft is the next objective. Shout out to the handy objective board in the corner of my eye, which is still bothering my vision a little, but I will take it, I guess. The pros outweigh the cons, so to speak. Wait, so I just went down the elevator shaft, or up, or whatever you want to call it, and now all of a sudden this weird facility is going to self-destruct. Alright, that is escalating a little bit too quickly for me, just a tiny bit. Oh, this is asking a little bit of parkour from me. Alright, I can deal with that, as long as I do not fall into the fire, and light up like a fried turkey gone wrong. Alright, so let's open the shutter door and get out of here, or just continue to run because that was not the exit, apparently. Okay, power cables, do not touch those, they hurt like crazy. But how about the freaking lava? That will hurt too. So almost out of this, and what in the world is this lab? There better be no explosions. I have come this far, this is not falling apart now. But of course this lab is filled with some green acid. Man, that stinks. Not just the acid, I mean it does smell a little, but the fact that I now have got some nice chemical burns, which stinks again. So now, we proceed through this facility, which is probably built by an army of noobs, and that is therefore probably the reason why this thing is all going down the pooper. They cannot even build a simple chemical facility that is already too hard. Come on man, these noobs. How did they ever manage to overthrow us? And who does this King Noob even think he is? I mean, he might be a king, but he is still a noob. That is like when you place first in an amateur three-legged race. You may have won, but does it actually feel that good to beat 5-year-old Tommy and his 80-year-old war veteran grandpa Bob? No, that is right. It does not. It stinks as well. Alright, so Mr. Prisoner made it out of the prison too. That seems pretty self-explanatory, since he is wearing a prison jumpsuit and he is out of the prison. I mean, that is just adding 1 and 1. And he seemed pretty sure of the fact that he was not crying in his cell. Well, I can say that he definitely was crying. I mean, you cannot joke a joker, mate. I know when you are lying. Not that it is wrong, but it is okay to cry sometimes. Especially when you get overthrown by an army of noobs. I mean, you can actually start crying about that, right? It seems like it is allowed at this point. We got struck with defeat, and that stings. I mean, it stings. Not that it stinks. Look, it stinks, I guess, but it also stings. If that makes any sense to you guys, well, it is to me. So that is where I find solace in. But next objective, do not touch the water. It is probably as spoiled as anything around this dump. I just want to get out of here and find my way to King Noob, his lair, so I can beat him at his own game, like a noob. You know, I will try and fight fair for him. I will lower myself to his skill level, and I will probably still beat him like any normal person would. I mean, he just basically pulled an overnight blitzkrieg on us. That is insane. In one night he was able to imprison basically every freaking experienced Roblox player, and he made himself king. That is not how politics work, mister, and you are not a king, since that is not how monarchy works, mister. So take that with you, political incorrectness. So now the red arrow is our objective. Does not seem too hard to get there, I suppose. But what in the world is this fish? And is that a giant rubber duck? That is just straight up odd. I do not care who you ask, that is weird. So a cluster of flying boulders, some giant fish, a giant bath duck, and one big red arrow that tells us that we need to get there. Sounds okay, as long as I do not get hit by some giant thing again, which in that case is fine by me. But oh my, that was a close one. I wonder if they made this too, even though I do not think that they are smart enough to create this kind of booby trap. But that is none of my business. The only business that I have got around here is to find out wherever this King Noob is and to destroy him, or at least tell his mom, because I mean, we just want to play and he is kind of ruining everything for us right now. I mean, I usually do not mind some healthy competition, but he surprised us in our sleep, like we were cattle, and that is why we shall give him payback. Cross the ravine, like it is some astronomical task. This is possibly the easiest walk that I have ever done. It actually is not that scary. I do not know if you have ever seen the movie The Walk, with Joseph Gordon-Levitt, but you know, it actually was not that exciting to walk that ledge. But moving on, I feel that we are getting pretty close, to be honest, but we are not there just yet. First we need to get to the middle section of that little cliff over there, since that is where the red arrow is pointing to. Alright, so that sign explains like a lot. Since this area is prone to rock slides, that basically explains the amount of giant boulders that came tumbling down. Yet it does not account for the giant rubber bath duck and the giant fish, which I still have no idea if it was a live one. It did smell funky. Alright, left seems to be the most probable way to go. I do not know what that plate has supposed to do, but it does not do anything right now, so I will leave it at that. It seems like we are climbing a lot, are we not? It seems like a pretty big struggle, this thing, and we are in, I guess. So we need to drop down the chute and begin our way. Which chute though? I guess a jump will suffice. That was a clean jump, Mr. Zero. Thank you, sub. And yet again something is telling me that the green water stuff is a no-no, and we will have to avoid that if we do not want to end up dead like the others. I am kidding, I have no idea if people died in this little coup. Wow, these are some angry tiles, man. I bet the artist who made these was not having a particular bright day, to say the least. Maybe he did not get paid for his work, and he was forced to do it. Who knows? I do not know. Maybe we will never know. Oh wait a second, it is spam mail. All that explains a ton, but it does not really explain this red beam of light. If you know the connection between the spam mail and the red beam of light, please tell me in the comments down below. I wonder what it is, but we are getting close. At least that is what it looks like. Pick the right door. I wonder which one it will be. The doormat says, "What numbers do noobs always say?" Well, the doormat did not literally say that, but it is printed on there. But I am pretty sure that the number is 1337. That is correct. Oh my sub, you are such a great adventurer. Again, thank you, handsome man. And no, I am not talking to myself, I swear. Oh, look at this lava swimming pool though. That is such a noobish way to go about things. I mean, you do not fill a swimming pool with lava, you fill it with water. I do not want to be the person that has to do some nice butterflies in this swimming pool. You could say that it is a little bit too hot for me. Yeah, I am back at it with the puns. I apologize for that one, and the ones that might be coming, because I simply have no control over it. But that turned out just fine. I mean the lava swimming pool, not the pun thing. I will end up making more punny jokes. Alright, I will try to stop. That one was bad. So where does this corridor take me? Wait, I get to blow stuff up? Alright, I have absolutely no problem with blowing stuff up in this place. Of course, just because it is for the greater good. Right, I am not saying that I just want to blow stuff up. Maybe I do like it, but still, this is for a purpose. We are trying to take down the Noob King who calls himself King Noob. I would probably go for King Sub. It sounds decent. It reminds me of King Tut, the Egyptian pharaoh. Only I want to live just a little bit longer than him. I believe he only turned 16 or something along those lines. Alright, cool. Now we also have a purple pad to stand on. How nice. Now to click the button, or touch the lever, and we will get an exit. And we do it will be this little ladder, which is very handy to climb things, if you are able to climb, that is. But let's get back up and continue our quest to King Noob, the king of the noobs, and the most noob of all kings. Haha, I made up that last part just for fun. I know I can be a bit of a rascal from time to time. It is just in my blood, I guess. I cannot change it. So alright, we will have to start navigating our way to King Noob while we are just silently hanging in the air, minding our own darn business. But I am not quite sure what to even do right now. I mean, how can I get across without setting myself ablaze? Oh, alright, look at this. These stones just lifted out of the ground for me. You know, it would actually be a lot better for the king, his security, if these things do not come up. So I would have literally no way of crossing this. But you know, that is just me. Maybe I'm thinking a bit outside of the box here. I tend to do that, but this seemed rather obvious to me. At least, you know, I would not give the enemy that much of an advantage. But we are in another room. We crossed the lava, and now we are here, wherever here may be. And that giant fish just crushed me. That is cool. I thought we already passed the giant fish chapter, because I can honestly say that I'm in no way, shape or form a fan of these beasts. Talking about beasts, has anyone already seen the movie Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them? Right now I am pretty stoked for it, since I have been dying to get another Harry Potter movie out, and they finally did it with this one. Even though it is a prequel, that does not matter at all. I bet it will still be as magical as the other 9. Alright, that magical part was a bit much. That was way too cheesy when talking about Harry Potter. But if you have already seen it, leave your thoughts down below in the comment box. Much appreciated, people. But we are really making way right now, man. It is looking great. Now to slay a bit of noobs. And the king of the noobs might just show himself, who knows. But let's feast on these fellas first. This might actually be a bit of a pain right now, since for some reason these noobs can jump like the freaking Hulk. And he just lit himself on fire. Alright, that is cool, mate. I guess I will just go and get a fire hose to spray you down then. Look at them jumping around. How am I going to battle them when they are jumping around? In the old days we used to call guys like these foon. I mean, come on, people. How am I going to kick their butts? Oh hey you. Alright, he just pushed me over. That is nice, I guess, for them. But I will not back down. I will end all of their miserable lives and make sure that I stay the king of everything. Basically, I would say king of noobs, but that guy is already their king. Plus I am not a noob, so that would not work for a title. Use this key, young sub. Oh, what in the world? That thing just came tumbling down with the guy in it. Poor man. And now what? Wait a second, is that the infamous King Noob? He is drowning in his own black sludge. I have no idea what that is, but it looks gross. Wait, was that it? Who are those green men? Wait, did I actually slay the king without doing a single thing? I mean, I will take that. It is not like fighting these fired up noobs was not hard enough, but that is crazy easy. But I guess that was it. I will see you in the next one, guys.